my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out what's going to be happening next in your career or school life. So if that sounds as exciting to you as it does to me, if you want to find out all that tea on your school and career life, then let's take a look at your group picks today, shall we? So for group number 1, we have this chunky rose quartz crystal today. For group number 2, we have this a tiny but delicate and beautiful amethyst crystal coming through. And last but not least, for group number 3, we have this perfectly circular rose quartz crystal coming through as well. So guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to focus on what's going to be happening next in your career and or school life here. Now whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever crystal your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one crystal here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends. Hello, group 1. So if you felt called to this lovely rose quartz crystal today, then hi. Hello, my name is Cameron and I'm so happy to have you here at my side of Tarot Tube. So I'm going to go ahead and place this little guy right over here to look beautiful. Hopefully y'all can see that. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you, my contacts broke the other day, so I'm having to wait until my new order of contacts comes in. And in the meantime, I'm literally doing this without my glasses on, and so your girl's pretty freaking blind, okay? So if you see me like kind of being a bit squinty or whatever, yeah, that's because I'm not wearing my glasses. So if you do the same thing, if you are blind on purpose because you want to look cute, then give this video a very big like and subscribe, because we've got to unite, okay? But anyways, you guys, let's find out what's going to be happening next in your career or your school life here. Spirit, for group 1, what's going to be happening next for them? Ooh, you guys, we have the Death card taking place, coming through. So you could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Maybe you're going to be meeting a Scorpio within your work life or your school life here. But with that Death card coming through, the Death card is synonymous with change. So things are definitely going to be shaking up soon for you. There is something big happening. There's a new beginning on the horizon. Now, we don't know exactly what that new beginning might be, but there is a beginning, a transformation taking place in your school life here, in your work life. So that's yet to be seen what it is, but let's see if Spirit will give us some hints, okay? Interesting. We have the 4 of Cups coming through. The key word here at the bottom is indifference. So honestly, you may have been feeling kind of bored, or maybe you've been feeling just kind of stuck in a way. Maybe there hasn't really been much movement within your career life here. Maybe there hasn't been much movement in your school life. Maybe things have just been feeling like the same old, and you're starting to lose that spark. Maybe you came into this career field so excited, so impassioned, or maybe you felt the same way in school, but now you're just starting to lose that excitement and things are starting to just fizzle out and you're starting to get bored. So maybe it's a good thing that that change is on this horizon, because I feel like you definitely do need something to shake things up a bit, okay? You need something new to happen so that you can be excited again, so that you can find your sense of happiness and joy again, right? the best thing you can do when it comes to your career, when it comes to your school, is to be passionate about said school, about said career, right? No one should ever do something that they don't like, because then they'll live an unhappy and unfulfilled life. So maybe for some of you guys, it may be that you have decided to go to a certain career that wasn't the right fit for you. Maybe you decided on a career choice for you based on just money alone, right? And now that you're doing this, you're just realizing how bored you are, how indifferent you are to this career. And you may be making lots of money, but you're just not happy. And the same thing can be said for your schooling here. Maybe you're not making a whole lot of money yet, but maybe you've decided to go down a major that you don't necessarily like, but that you know you will be able to have a stable life from said major, right? And you're just not enjoying it. So it could be that you're being called to have a different, create a different pathway in your life. And that may not be a message for every single one of you, but for those of you who are trying to play it safe, for those of you who are trying to make that money, sometimes having a whole lot of money doesn't always equal a whole lot of happiness, okay? And I'll just leave it at that. You know, at the end of the day, it's up to you to make that choice. I'm not telling you you have to do this or you have to do that. It's completely up to you. But all I can say is that most of the time, the happiest people are those who are doing things that make them happy, all right? We have abundance coming through. So as I'm talking about how money isn't always the root to all happiness, I mean, you could be making money soon. Honestly, you could be seeing that you're going to be getting like a pay raise or something like that within the future. Maybe you are going to school right now and you need to make some money, so you could be deciding to try to get a new job like after school or something. But again, this could honestly be going off of what I was just saying, how maybe you are just all about that money. You're trying to have a foundation for yourself. You're trying to have a stable foundation, and a stable foundation involves having money and making money. And so maybe you're so lost in trying to make that bank that you've kind of, again, lost your sense of happiness, right? So money is important, okay? Money is always important. You need money to survive, but there's other things that can be more important than money, right? So just keep that in mind. But again, for some of you guys, you could be getting some type of monetary raise here or some type of abundance, so that's always good to hear as well. Let's see what else is coming through here. It could also be that maybe you are doing a certain job that you honestly don't really like, and maybe you're not making the amount of money that you thought you'd be making. Maybe you're not making a whole lot of money either. So I don't know, maybe you're going to be deciding to change things up and find a new job, take a different pathway here, so that you can do something that that not only do you like, but you can also do something that you can just make more money from, right? So I definitely just see you kind of weighing your options here. And then we have the Chariot card coming through. This talks about things happening very quickly. This talks about making a decision and going after that decision. So again, there is a change that's going to be taking place within your life here. And I think at the end of the day, this change is going to come from you. You are going to decide to do something new here, okay? And again, it could be that maybe you're going to be deciding that you want to go down a different pathway here, that you want to get a new job, that you want to try a new major. You could be deciding that you're just not happy here anymore and you want to do something that will better serve you in the future. But whatever that decision is, once you make that choice, you're no longer going to feel stuck. You're no longer going to feel like the days are endless and just dwindling on by. You're going to be excited again, and you're going to be happy, and you're going to go after this with like a renewed sense of hope and optimism here. So yeah, I see you feeling kind of stuck, feeling kind of indifferent, feeling kind of bored, but I also see you making a decision that you no longer want to feel this way anymore. And things are definitely going to change when you make that choice. and you're going to receive a lot of abundance here. You're just going to feel so much more happy and so much more renewed here, because we have the Empress card coming through for the back of the deck energy. And the Empress is always just living her best life. So I see you just trying to do things here in the future that will make you happy. And that's awesome. Let's see what else wants to come through here, Spirit, for Group 1. Can we get some extra cards here? Please give us some extra information for this reading, Spirit. What's going to be happening next in Group 1's career and or school life? What's going to be happening next here? And what's interesting about that Chariot card is that I feel like the Chariot card, with the symbolism of the two horses here, the black and the white horse, this talks about duality or choices, right? You have a choice to make, okay? And there are two pathways you can go down. You just have to decide what that pathway for you is going to be exactly. Do you want to remain doing what you're doing right now, or do you want to change things up? It's up to you, okay? We have playful coming through. It says, most outgrow certain behaviors from childhood, but I give myself permission to cherish my curiosity and wonder. To find magic in the mundane is a spectacular power. The world is not all black and white, for there is color everywhere I look. That's interesting. So I honestly just see you wanting to get back in touch with your childhood self here. I think that you have gotten into this mode where you feel like you are an adult and you have to do adult things now, right? And what do adult people do? Adult people are not happy. Adult people, they do what they have to do so that they can make money, so that they can live, so that they can survive. And I think that you're starting to realize that this adult life, it's not going to give you the best life, right? And so it's not that you're going to start acting immature. It's just that you're going to start kind of giving your childhood self, that inner child within you, more room to grow and be seen here. I think that you are going to start thinking with your heart, if that makes any sense. I think that in the past you never allowed yourself to do things that would just make you happy. You never allowed yourself to think about other opportunities here that maybe your inner child would want to go after. So what I mean by that is maybe you always had a dream job. Maybe you were always passionate about, I don't know, being a stunt woman, or maybe you always had a dream to be a firefighter or something like that, but your adult self told you that that was an impossible dream, that was not rooted in reality. You had to do something that everyone else did. So you instead got a 9-to-5 job working as like a secretary at an office, or working as a teacher or a lawyer or something like that. And again, you're just in this place now where you're just no longer happy. You're no longer feeling fulfilled. Or the same can be said with you, like going to school and doing something more traditional, right? Becoming a lawyer, taking courses to be a lawyer, but you're just realizing like this isn't it, and you don't want to do this. So I see you giving your childhood self, your inner child, more room to make choices as well. And I see you maybe trying to consider other pathways here. Maybe you're going to be deciding to find out if you can be a volunteer firefighter, or you're going to be deciding that you want to start taking classes, like taking, I don't know, like, are there classes in like stunt woman stuff? I don't know. Maybe you're going to be taking karate, or learning how to ride a motorcycle so that you could pursue this dream of becoming a stunt woman, right? I just see you letting your inner child come out and play, and that is going to change your life so much. It's going to make you so much more happier. And I'm just so excited for you. We have lighting the way. Yeah, you no longer want to be in this darkness anymore. You want to find that light at the end of the tunnel. You want something that will guide you out of this darkness, right? And then we have expansion. Yes, you just want growth, baby. You're gonna grow. You're gonna grow. You have transformation that is gonna be taking place within your school, within your work life here. You are truly, and that change is gonna be taking place from within. No longer are you gonna be like thinking that money is the root to all happiness. You're gonna be realizing that true happiness comes with doing things that you are impassioned to do. It comes with following your heart, and I think that your heart is really going to lead you to a new pathway here, and it's going to be one where you're finally able to be happy and have a smile on your face and have it not be fake, right? So yes, you guys, at the end of the day, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to consider subscribing for more videos and readings like this. But anyways, you guys, I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 2. So if you felt called to this lovely, delicate amethyst crystal today, then hi, hello, my name is Cameron, and I'm so happy to have you here at my side of Tarot Tube, where the tarot readings never end, and the party is always partying. Anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and place this off right here to the side, and let's find out what changes are going to be taking place within your work life and your school life here. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love doing readings like this. It's just so cool to see what's going to be happening next within your career, within your school life here. This is always such a fun reading. So Spirit, please tell us what's going to be taking place for my group 2 folks. Obviously, you guys, I just have to hype up my channel for a second. Oh, look, we have 2 cards coming through. Perfect. But if you have been here before, or this is your first time stopping by and you have yet to subscribe, then stop what you are doing. You guys, I make videos like this all the freaking time. I love doing love readings. I love doing career readings. And if that's something that you like as well, then I think I can be your new best friend, babe. Okay? So subscribe, hang out with me again sometime. But let's find out what's going to be happening next. So we have the 4 of Pentacles coming through. Oof. The 4 of Pentacles, that usually talks about feeling like you need control. And it's interesting that I'm saying that because right here at the bottom we do have keywords, and the keyword here is control. Okay? And so you could definitely be like a type A personality. You might be someone who just always wants to have everything like under lock and key. You always want to have a plan. You always want to follow said plan. And if things like get out of order, you may start to feel kind of stressed. Okay? And so maybe you're not like that. Maybe you're not like that at all. But maybe within the next few weeks or few months here, things might just start to feel like really chaotic, and you're going to be feeling as though you need to organize. You need to start scheduling things. You need to start finding a sense of order amongst the chaos, right? So that could definitely be happening. This also can talk about money, and it can even talk about just being very controlling, kind of stiff with your money. And so, I don't know, maybe something's going to be happening where you're going to be feeling as though you have to be tight with your money here. So yeah, maybe you're just not making as much money as you thought you were going to be making, or maybe FAFSA isn't giving you a ton of money to let you go crazy with at school here, and maybe you're having to pay for Uber or just pay for a lot of money in gas to get to school. So yeah, within these next few weeks, few months here, I see you kind of being a little tight with your money. But let's go ahead and see what else is coming through. So we've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the word action down here. Ooh, lights, camera, action. The Knight of Wands, this talks about fire energy. So you could be a fire sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be representing you, or this could be representing somebody else who you know within your career, who you know at school here, okay? Which is interesting, and I will talk more about this card, but let me go ahead and see what else is coming through here. We've got the Queen of Swords with the keyword independence. Okay, so this talks about air energy. So you could be an air sign. Maybe you know someone who's an air sign. I'm talking about the signs Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Interesting. And then we've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, this talks about tradition. This also talks about faith. This talks about loyalty. This talks about making a commitment and sticking to that commitment. And this can also have like religious undertones to it as well. So yeah, I kind of see you just trying to, I don't know, maybe within the next few weeks, you could be forming a partnership with someone here. So that's what I'm seeing with these two cards, because this talks about like two different people in my eyes. And so you could definitely be deciding to work with someone within the future at your job. Maybe you're going to be getting a study buddy at school, or the teacher is going to be having y'all like do a project and assigning you with a partner. And so it does make sense that we have this like control card coming through, because maybe as you form this partnership with this person, you don't want to let them have all the say. You don't want to let them just run the show. You want to be able to find control and kind of become the leader yourself. And so if I'm being honest with you, fire signs and air signs, they are quite compatible. They are the type of people who their zodiac signs are like compatible, right? And in any other circumstance, I see them kind of getting along really well. But with this being related to work or being related with school here, I see you guys maybe trying to vie for a power hold, right? I do see you guys being a bit back and forth here. I see you guys both trying to be the leader and wear like the boss pants, right? But at the end of the day, even though there might be a little bit of a struggle here, I see you guys making a commitment, and I see you guys deciding to work together and find a way out of this in the way that you guys are going to try to find an even balanced ground. I see you guys trying to maybe just find a way to work together, right? Even though you both want to be the boss, I see you guys finding a way to work together and to let things be more smooth, and maybe both trying to like share in the power. Does that make sense? Yeah, look at that. I love that. We have the Three of Pentacles coming through. And down here, we have the keyword action coming through again. But the Three of Pentacles actually talks about teamwork. So yeah, you're definitely going to be working within a team here, within a partnership, within the next few weeks, within the next few months. And I see you at first struggling to get along with this person, but things will eventually even out, and you guys will find a way to have this harmonious sort of teamwork here, and have this like symbiotic relationship of sorts, which is very awesome to see. You guys just both realize that in order to do your best job, in order to have your best work, put your best work forward, you have to be able to find a way to best work together, right? And even though it might be hard at first, you guys will make it through, and you guys might even end up forming a really great bond in the process, because whenever the Hierophant card comes through, this talks about like a forever type of commitment, a lifetime type of commitment. So who knows, maybe you guys might end up wanting to form like a partnership, like form a business together or something like that. Or maybe you guys will just end up being the type of people who y'all always come to for advice, because I see you guys kind of looking up to each other and seeing the other person as someone who is very powerful in their own right and very strong in their own right, okay? It's almost like you guys can kind of see each other, see yourself in each other, right? Because I feel like you guys are both very powerful, very strong, very you guys both have leadership qualities, and so you guys are really going to look up to one another. And I see you guys maybe in the future here just having the type of connection where if anything ever happens to you guys at work, if anything ever happens to you guys at school and y'all just need advice from someone, I see you guys calling each other, right? Or maybe you guys will like form a LinkedIn, like be LinkedIn buddies online, and you guys will help each other in the future, like get better jobs or better opportunities, right? We have repair coming through. Look at that. We literally have repair. So yeah, I see you guys repairing this relationship, and I see you guys working on it until you guys really are able to smoothly work together, right? Again, things are going to be kind of hard at first, but you guys will work and find that symbiotic relationship. We have winter. So yeah, you're going to be going through the winter. Things are going to feel kind of dark and cold and dreary at first. I honestly see you think like freaking asking God or asking whatever divine thing you believe in, like, universe, why did you put this person in my pathway? Like, they are so hard-headed. They are just like me, and it's so hard for us to get along. But again, you guys will repair this connection, and you guys will just form a very great partnership. You guys are going to work good together. And then last but not least, we have my critic coming through, and it says, I am my own critic. Though this is not innately a bad thing, I will strive to be kinder to myself and graciously accept my own constructive feedback. This will allow continued growth in all aspects of my life. So I honestly see you, this coming through to represent that you are your own worst critic, but I also see this as you kind of opening yourself up to accept criticism as well. Because I think that if you decide to listen to your partner, if you decide to hear what their opinion is and receive their critiques, then I feel like you guys will be able to get better overall. You might be someone who you may not want to hear your faults. You may not want to hear someone like bash your ideas or tell you that this could be better or that could be better. That might be something that's completely annoying to you, right? But at the end of the day, if you decide to listen to this person's critiques, if you decide to listen to what they have to say and they do the same thing to you as well, like you have this same type of like vice versa type of energy going on, then you guys will be able to better yourselves overall. You guys will be able to grow and expand and become an even better version of yourselves in the process. And I think that that is so amazing. So yeah, don't be too hard on yourself, but also don't be too hard on your partner here in the future. Listen to what they have to say, because they've lived a different life than you. They've learned different things, and they may know something that you may not know, and you may know something that they may not know. So just be willing to have a conversation with this person and to learn from each other, because in the long run, this will really help y'all in the future. So yes, you guys, at the end of the day, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a very big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you felt called to this beautiful, perfect, circular rose quartz crystal today, then hi, hello, my name is Cameron, and I just want to welcome you here to my wonderful side of TerraTube, where the tarot readings never end and the party is always partying. Anyways, you guys, I know y'all weren't here to see my awful dance moves. Y'all are here to see what's going to be happening next in your career and or school life here. So let's go ahead and get to that, okay? Also, I do have to say, if you're new here or you've been here before and you have yet to subscribe to this channel, then what are you doing, my friend? I make career readings like this and love readings all the time, and so if either of that sounds like your thing, if either of that sounds like your jazz, then subscribe and become my bestie, okay? But let's go ahead and see what's going to be happening next within your career life. Spirit, can we get maybe one more card if it wants to come through? There we go. We'll take that. I feel like that card came awfully close to that candle, so thank the Lord that it didn't get set aflame. But the first card that wanted to come through is the 10 of Pentacles, and for the little keyword here at the bottom, we have support coming through. This is honestly a lovely, amazing card. Whenever it comes to a career reading or a school reading, this is what you want to see, because this talks about really making it. This talks about really establishing yourself and feeling like you are at the top of your game. Okay, you are at the type of level where not only are you like doing great, but you're doing so good that you can focus on other people and helping other people as well. So yeah, I just see you in the next few weeks, in the next few months, really feeling like you're just doing your thing and you're doing it well, okay? Even if you haven't made it to like your end game, where you want to be in life, you're on that pathway and you feel like you're making good progress. And so yeah, you could just be doing pretty well in school within these next few weeks, next few months. You could be doing really well in work. You're just gonna be on that grind and spending your time and getting all the bang for your buck, okay? So that's awesome to see here. We love that. We also have the 7 of Cups coming through, and the key word here is choices. Okay, so you're definitely gonna be deciding on making some type of choice here. It could be that you just feel like you're in such a place of progress, of doing good here, that there are so many like opportunities available for you. So I don't know, you're just gonna be thinking about things that maybe you could do with your money, okay? Maybe you're gonna be thinking about how there's like so many different things you would love to buy yourself just to treat yourself. Or it could be that maybe you're just feeling very confident within your career here, that you're feeling like, maybe I could possibly like in the future do this thing, right? I don't know how to, okay, let me explain myself better. So I am gonna be going to, or I hope to be going to nursing school here soonish. I have to do my prereqs first, but I am someone who, once I pursue my nursing pathway, once I graduate and get my nursing degree, I'm hoping that I can eventually become a forensic death nurse. That's a different specialty within nursing. But beyond forensic death nurse, there is so many other possibilities as well. I could become a cosmetic nurse. I could become a labor and delivery nurse. There's so many different options available, so many different specialties. And so relating this to career, relating this to school here, maybe you are just going to be feeling so confident. You're going to be feeling like you're doing just so good if you are becoming a nurse or whatever, that you're going to be feeling like the possibilities are endless. If you could not only be a forensic death nurse, but maybe like in the future you could try your hand at, I don't know, doing some type of nurse specialty where you can make even more money, right? You're just going to be feeling like the options are freaking endless, which is awesome to freaking see. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are just going to be feeling great, okay? We've got the Queen of Wands coming through with creativity. So I honestly just feel like you're going to be feeling like this Queen of Wands individual. The Queen of Wands talks about fire signs. So I'm talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It usually talks about someone who's very passionate. They follow their heart. And so yeah, you could honestly within the next few weeks or the next few months really just trying to listen to your heart. You could be deciding to not just always be realistic, not just always be serious and make serious choices, make good choices. Maybe you're going to be wanting to just do things that make you happy. So what I mean by that is I just see you just listening to your heart and maybe trying out new things within your career, within your schooling here. Maybe at school there might be some club that might be completely different than what you're going to school for. Maybe there's like an art club and yet you're going to like nursing school, or you're going to become a lawyer. Maybe art is just something that you enjoy doing and you want to learn more about it. So you could be deciding to go to art school or to go to this art club, right? I just see you really listening to your heart and letting your passions kind of lead you as well, which is really awesome to see here. This also talks about someone who's quite popular, who feels like they have a lot of like a huge friend group here. So whether or not you have a big friend group and you're watching this reading, I just see you within the next few weeks, within the next few months here, being someone who people are very attracted to. People are going to feel very drawn to you, to your charisma, to the way that you just have this type of like larger than life type of persona. People are going to want to hang out with you. And so I see you really just having a good time and having like your coworkers or people at school just wanting to hang out with you, which is really cool to see. And then last but not least, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through, and this talks about comfort. So yeah, you're gonna be a boss babe. You're gonna be feeling like a boss babe within the next few weeks, within the next few months. You're going to be feeling like such a boss babe that you're going to be allowing yourself to actually have fun and to do things that you're passionate about. Because maybe in the past you were someone who always just did what you had to do so that you can get closer to where you want to be in life, and you never let yourself just go out and have fun. Well, I see you being in a place where you finally feel like you are having progress, where you are finally feeling like you are that babe, where you're finally going to be allowing yourself to actually just do some things for fun, right? So that's fun to see. The workhorse is going to be going out and being a party horse, okay? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through here. For group 3, what's going to be happening within their career, within their school life here, within the next few weeks, few months. Let's see what's going to be happening next here. What's going to be happening next? Ooh, look at that. We've got powerful star coming through, and it says, as I gaze into the big blue sky above me, illuminated by Earth's life-giving star, I hold my head back and breathe in. I allow the sun to touch my skin, and I feel its power flowing into my spirit. I take its light as a source of revitalizing energy. So, again, I mean, in other words, you're going to be feeling like that babe. You're going to be feeling like you are a freaking star in your own right. So, yeah, I mean, things are just going to be looking really up for you within the next few weeks, within the next few months. You're just going to be doing good things. You're going to be feeling very powerful here. We have hummingbird dreams coming through, and that's interesting. That makes me think of like small changes. I honestly see you doing small things. Maybe small things you've always wanted, right? I don't know how to explain that. I just see you doing small things within your life. And those small changes that you're going to make is truly going to change your whole life. It's going to make you so much more happier. So again, this small thing, the small choice you might end up making within the next few weeks, within the next few months. Maybe you deciding to go to an art club. It may be you deciding to, okay, go out and just go to a party or something like that. Like, I see you just making small changes within your life, allowing yourself to have more fun here, and those small changes are really going to change your whole like perspective, your whole demeanor. You're just going to be feeling so much happier, so much lighter, and that's really cool. And we literally have freedom coming through. You're just going to be opening the doorway here. You're no longer going to be like holding yourself back and making yourself like just always focus on school, always focus on work. You're going to be in a place where you feel very abundant, and with that abundance you're going to give yourself a little bit more freedom to have fun and to enjoy yourself and to enjoy your life here. And then we have acceptance, and so I see you just accepting yourself and accepting that you can't always just focus on work and focus on school. You know, a car can't keep driving without stopping and getting gas, right? And so you're gonna allow yourself to stop, get some gas, and while you're getting some gas, you're gonna be like taking a break, having fun, going to art club, going to a party, doing this, doing that. And these small changes, these small days off that you're gonna be giving yourself, it's truly gonna change you overall. It's gonna help you have an even better performance at work, at school here. It's gonna help you to just be better overall, because someone who takes a break and comes back to work the next day or comes back to school the next day, they're gonna be able to function so much better because they had a break, right? So yeah, and who knows, maybe as you like go out and allow yourself to have more fun, you might end up meeting new people who might end up helping you like within your career life, within your school life, right? Maybe you'll go out to a party at like a college campus or whatever, and you'll end up meeting someone who's like in the same field as you. They're doing like the same major, and they're like doing really good, or like they like know a certain concept that you don't really know about as much, or you're struggling in, and maybe you guys will end up connecting and helping each other out, right? So yeah, meeting people may not always be about fun, right? You may be able to have fun, but you can always use it for your advantage as well, okay? So keep that in the back of your like workhorse mind, okay? But anyways, you guys, that's what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a very big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by the Side of Tarot to begin sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye.